Okay, everybody, welcome back to the newbie Taiko journey to round of 16. Today we have an exciting matchup between the Rhythm Underlords and a very nice team name here. I am Maito, joined by myself, and I will be your caster for this match. It's the first match that I'm casting after kind of joining in a funny way to the to this tournament, so very excited to be getting into this. I do actually know the map pool very well because I practiced it, so I can actually give insight to anyone who's not familiar or anything like that. And I think we're going to be doing warm-ups first and then getting into our roles. So just going to be a bit of waiting time before we get into this. And yeah, how are you? Are we all doing? However, I'm not too aware of what the actual teams are good at or bad at. I know that, of course, the Rhythm Underlords are the heavy favorites in this match against the... Maybe I'll call them THE. I feel like that's a bit easier to say. Because the is a bit difficult. Kind of waiting for people to slide in to the stream. How are we all doing, guys? I'm actually hoping that hidden one is not banned, because that would be a fun map to see how everyone goes. It's one of the maps. It's definitely one of the maps. Okay, here we go. Getting into the first warm-up, I think, from the Rhythm Underlords. I'm pretty sure it goes from the lowest to the highest seed, in terms of lowest being better. And yeah, not too familiar with these players or teams. I do know that HG Gaming was in our qualifier lobby, an exceptional player that I'm aware of, very, very strong. As you can all probably see, being that one still holding this SS in this interesting warm-up. Some funny timings and a lot here. And yeah, there we go. Axelrite missing, but HG Gaming still holding on as well. Everyone having a pretty bad time, to be honest. I think Duo Sushi has kind of given up on this map, which is fair enough. HG Gaming finds their first 100 finally, which is a lot later than the entire rest of the lobby, who have already found many, many misses and aren't exactly having the best time with this map. HG Gaming early on already showing their strength. A very impressive score here. And that's going to be it for the first warm-up there. HG Gaming finding a very nice FC as well, basically comprising the entire score for his team there, which is mostly due to the fact that Sushi kind of gave up. I'm trying to think of ways that I can abbreviate their names before it's too late during the match. I guess I'll call Duo Sushi Sushi. HG Gaming Gaming? I guess gaming would be okay. Axelrite Hoshi is all good. Maybe HG is more appropriate. Okay, and just, I think, waiting for the second warm-up. Or was that THE's warm-up? I think it might have been. I just am usually used to the red higher seeded team going first. Well, higher being the team that qualified higher. And here we go, it's going to be Hyoso Haku no Matoite. Yeah, I'm really good at Japanese. By Elfin's John. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Yeah, I am hoping for an exciting match from these two teams. I feel like they can both pull out some pretty good scores. This map pool isn't too difficult. I don't think it's really placed a massive skill cap on any player so far. Maybe on some of the much lower seeded teams, but in general, there have been some incredible scores. I don't know if people caught the match between Boga's Binted, my team, and Map Pool Sucks, which not a map that I played, but on No Mod 4, one of the most incredible scores from both of the teams there. So hopefully we can see some more insane matchups as well. Some nail biters, if you will. It is a bit late here, so you know, in the back of my head, I'm like, you can do it with the Thunderlords, Speed 3. I believe in you to win quickly, but it's all about the entertainment. Taking a little bit to get into this warm up. Oh, okay, there we go. Wow, that was some good timing. It's going to be Sushi and HGA, I think, the only people who are actually playing for the Rhythm Thunderlords. I'd also like to mention that Axelrite and HG are both alternators. A lot of single tapping, I think that's the term. I don't know, I'm not a great Taiko player myself, so I don't know all the terminology completely, but I don't know if you can see the alternating between each patterns, and then for Axelrite and HG, and then Juasushi and Hoshi just using a singular hand to hit all of those singular notes, and only alternating on like the triples and the doubles, which is interesting. You often see where the alternators are usually able to. Okay, it's called single tap. Thank you. Usually, you can see, at least from my experience, that the alternators are able to play a lot of higher BPM speed maps compared to single tappers. There's a lot higher risk of kind of what's it called, finger locking, and not being able to hit all the notes, just because your hands can't move that fast, like your singular fingers from one hand. However, the other side of the coin is kind of, you're not able to. Sometimes it's hard to find consistency while alternating between both hands when you're not able to actually. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I just lost my entire train of thought. But it's at least in my experience, it's more difficult to kind of get consistency in terms of accuracy alternating between two hands when it's not like I don't know what they're actually called, one fourth notes, I guess it would be. Like the triplets and doublets. So I assume we'll see HG gaming basically on every map really, but also the speed. Okay, they are 1/4. I'm learning. I mean, I do music, I should probably know that, but, you know. We need to talk about that. But yeah, another very strong performance from HG here. Not really too much of a surprise, we know they are a very strong player. And Axelrod actually going quite well. Duos, Sushi had a pretty nice combo until not that long ago. And this time it looks like the Rhythm Underlords may be able to snag their own warm-up. Oh, maybe not actually with that miss from Sushi. Nope, it's gonna swap over. I know I'm casting a warm-up, it's not the most exciting thing. And I think that's going to be it for that warm-up. So here we go, finally getting into the rolls. Which, actually, I'm not too sure who the captains are. I think maybe HG is the captain for the Underlords, possibly. And Sushi is actually going to be the captain and rolls a 51, so pretty good chance of actually a pretty even chance really of winning or losing this roll here. What real THE roll? Oh wait, did they already roll? Oh, okay, I didn't see. I guess THE won. I didn't see. They rolled pretty quickly, I guess. Ah. Oh wow, holy, that is a nice roll. Thank you, Toko Mum. Ah, yeah, that's pretty difficult to beat. About a, what is that, 5% chance of beating that, really? That is not very good odds. Yeah, they have to... Wait, doesn't the roll winner have to pick first and ban second? Isn't that the rule? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter anyway. Oh no, in our match... Oh, okay. In our match, we just got told to pick. Oh wait, they got told to pick, I think it was. All good. Wait, yeah, look at stream Pokemon. In any case, Axelrod is going to be the first one to ban here for THE. And going to be a hard rock 1 ban here, sorry about that. Which is, it's fair, I've seen a couple of hard rock 1 bans actually. Which is a bit surprising considering the map is not really too difficult if you have 2 reasonably good hard rock players on your team. It's a pretty standard hard rock kind of consistency map. But, in any case, clearly THE not the biggest hard rock fans maybe. It's going to be a double time 2 ban, which is definitely fair, one of the harder maps in the pool for sure. If you're not confident on double time, it's definitely one that you might want to avoid, which is definitely what they've done here. Going to be THE's pick here from Axelrod. I'm going to predict Hidden 2. Nah, it's probably going to be like No Mod 1. No Mod 2 maybe. Taking a little bit of time to deliberate, make sure that they get the absolute right pick to start off this match here. It's always important to get that really confident first pick going. A very uncomfortable moment when you pick first and then you get breakpointed immediately. Puts a lot of pressure on early in the match. No, it's going to be Hidden 2. Okay, look. Wait, didn't I say that? Wow, what a prediction. Holy. I shouldn't have said anything else. I should have just left it at that. So it's going to be Hidden 2, the Banana Heartbreak map, which is a very interesting song, very funny. I love it. Great. So basically just kind of low scroll speed, hidden consistency basically. There's not a lot of stuff that can really catch you out, you just have to keep your nerve. Which may be a bit of a problem for these players, of course, as it's the first map of the match. There's usually a little bit of nerves going into that. Funnily enough, this is also the first match that the Rhythm Underlords have actually played as their opponent in the round of 32 had to forfeit, unfortunately. THE winning in a clean sweep, but probably not going to be the case here against a really strong team. We will see though. And here we go, finally getting into the actual first point here. Going to be Sushi and HG up against Axelrod and Hoshi, so none of the players swapping out for this first pick here. Maybe a bit of a recurring theme. We may see the 4 strongest players from each team. No early drops on in terms of accuracy. Actually, there we go, a couple of 100s from Axelrod. I think there might have been 2 there off the bat. Going to be HG Gaming now. Actually, I think it might have just been 1. HG now also dropping a couple of 100s themselves. And so is Sushi, so Hoshi, still holding that double S, is going to be able to very slimly keep the advantage in their team's favor. And there's another 100 from HG coming down, so the lead is basically going to stay around that 8k mark. And yet another 100 from Sushi. Hoshi still holding on to the double S, and no 100s whatsoever. And there's a miss from Sushi, which is going to make that lead. That blue bar is going to skyrocket in the favor of THE here. Axorite and Hoshi both above the accuracy as well of HD, and right now their pick is working out to absolute perfection. Hoshi, what a performance so far, halfway through the map and still holding a double S. And here we go, getting into this little break section here between the two kind of separate parts of the song. It's going to be Hoshi with finally, I was going to say with a double S, but finally dropping, getting their first 100, but it honestly doesn't matter because that lead has already jumped out to 75k, and it's growing even more as HG and Sushi just continue to pile on the 100. Axorite and Hoshi, despite another 100 there, it really honestly doesn't matter. Unless there's a miss from either one, there's no way that they can possibly lose this point at this time. Unless some absolute catastrophe happens, they have secured this first point in a pretty emphatic fashion, to be honest. I think that's only 2 100s dropped from Hoshi, which is really, really impressive. And a calculated pick here from Team THE. Hoshi, only 2 100s throughout the entire pick. Unfortunately, just a couple of, a bit of a chain miss there, I think, happened from Sushi, really prevented them from having any chance of taking that. And there we go, THE winning their first point and their first pick, which is nice for their confidence for sure. And now we switch over to see who is going to be, what is going to be the pick from the Rhythm Underlords. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How's it going? I'm not alone.
Yes. I'm here casting this match. Seems like a very good one to start things off from Rhythm Enjoy Thunderlords versus the THE. How's
THE.
How's this? THE. How's it going for you, Michael?
Oh, it's going fantastically. I'm happy to be casting. It's my favorite. And just waiting a bit for the Rhythm Underlords to choose their pick. Clearly wanting to also get off to a good start on their own terms.
Yeah, I was watching. I do believe Rhythm Thunderlords should be picking based on Duo Sushi rather than HG Gaming. Even though I know HG Gaming teams are not the best in the hard rock slot, so they just rather go for something that is slower, like No More 2 as the next pick. We do trust Mom because Mom is both the streamer and the referee.
And not being able to see that. Okay, it's just a bit delayed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
No More 2.
Mom.
MTU, an absolute banger. Maybe my favorite song in the pool, to be honest. It's awesome. And a really fun map to play as well. Basically just an act battle, really. There's nothing too difficult in this map whatsoever. It's basically who can hold their act more during some of those harder rhythm sections, I would say.
When the map is too easy for these players.
Yeah, all of them looking pretty strong so far. Yeah, act battle on the way. Although nerves may cause some misses with I don't know, maybe some of the doublets or something like that.
I do believe this map having a lot more. It's more like a single tapper mapping, to me at
Yeah.
least. So if it is non-single tapper, might have some issues in this map.
Oh.
So we're gonna take a look at HG Gaming X, right? In this case, Duo Sushi probably got a first knock lag in that session and causing 200 to start things off.
Yeah, there's another 100 going down, but pretty evenly traded by Hoshi. I think it's a 100 difference right now between the two teams. HG and Axorite still holding it down, those double S's.
Yeah, very expected scores from these two players. Still doing really well. I would say definitely the two big dogs for the team. Hoshi and Duo Sushi more like the second player for this team. For both teams, I would say. But Hoshi did really well on the last map. HG Gaming also finding a 1-1 drop over there. It's gonna give THG a little bit of a leadway as around 20,000 points difference to start things off.
Yeah, Axorite still holding a really nice accuracy. HG just 100 behind, but already THG's jumped out to a pretty nice lead. Sushi really struggling with the AK and not matched at all by Hoshi, really needing to find some 100s if Rhythm Underlords are going to have any chance of taking this point right now, as Axorite does finally drop that accuracy, which gives them a bit of hope that as Duo Sushi just keeps dropping those 100s down, it is actually getting pretty close as Hoshi finds some more 100, but Sushi misses!
That's it! There's no more drops from the THG team, and with one misses and being the lowest accuracy on the board, that's basically THG taking this point. We do see a lot of 100 drops by HG Gaming and Axorite in that session, due to it being quite hard to full odds, having a lot of offhand patterns if they are in full odds sessions. So we do see them dropping enough accuracy, but the main difference is once again it's Duo Sushi and Hoshi, and with that being done, 800k from Duo Sushi is going to be sealing the deal as he misses right after the hard part, and 2-0 and a breakpoint to start things off from THE.
Yeah, fantastic score there from HG Gaming, but really just nothing they could do whatsoever. 992, only 3 100s, very impressive. The highest accuracy in the entire lobby by far, but when you have your teammate that unfortunately finds that miss, it's basically over. And the AK battle unfortunately turned into will someone miss from THE, and they did not. And yeah, already a breakpoint early on. Now onto THE's pick yet again. Rhythm Underlords knowing and probably feeling a lot of pressure onto them right now.
Yeah, I would say THG's still gonna go for some more reading heavier picks rather than going for maps that are just, I would say, like other side of like consistency. I feel like THG would just go for something more of like Hiddens or Hard Rock or Mixed Mod, where they do have the second player advantage on the maps like this. However, a Mixed Mod pick though, I would say it's quite rough against HG Gaming in a pick like that, so definitely need to be careful in that case.
Yep, absolutely. I feel like already THG has shown some very strong consistency, so maybe Rhythm Underlords possibly have to explore some other avenues that are a bit less consistent and more just able to, as you said, find that second play that the other team is not quite able to match and able to just get that point. But THG going to be choosing Free Mod 1 here, the Tehan song, which is probably one of my favorite artists in the game. So was very happy to see that. Where we see Hidden Hard Rock put on like we did last night.
I am pretty sure we're gonna see Hidden Hard Rock from HG Gaming. Yes. I'm very sure he can deal with maps like this. Just a very comfortable type of map for him to just put on 2 mods, as he has shown that before, that he's quite good in both, in Hidden especially. maybe sometimes it would misread on the more speedier hard rock, but still, this map should be comfortable enough for him to take this. On the other side, though, I have no idea who's gonna put on what mod. Maybe Accelerate on Hidden Hard Rock and Hoshi gonna be going for Hidden or so.
Yeah, bro. Taehan does metal. Like, Taehan does. If you explore enough, as I have.
Yeah, they do have quite a bit of like metal-ish sounds.
Yeah, it's kind of like electronic plus metal, you know. Obviously, like the Ki sections are more the original, like the typical type of Taehan song.
You can
but the heavy, the high BPM is very metally.
It's kind of like a Sonic rhythm game with soundtrack, let's say. As expected, Hoshi and Duo Sushi gonna go with Hidden, and I do believe it's gonna Hidden Hara for HG Gaming.
Yep, there it is. What
that's
a surprise!
Gonna be, yeah, and that's it's gonna be going with a solo mod on Hard Rock only, so a little bit of a riff disadvantage in terms of mods, and I would say this is quite a. I don't want to say it that way, but I think it's a bad pick from TXG. I just feel like this is something that Rift from Thunderlords would pick all the time. And...
Oh, you could say that. You can say that. It's an unwise pick. It's unwise, you could say.
Yes,
maybe
definitely.
Full knowledge of what the Underlords can kind of pull out from this, especially with HG being a very confident and consistent player. They simply just have the multiplier advantage, so if both players FC, there's really not much that THE can do when Hidden Hard Rock's added.
Yeah.
And there's a miss from Hoshi, which is going to dampen that even more. Now, actually, I think it might have been a few misses, dropping that AK a lot there, and now it's basically just a waiting game to see, will the Rhythm Underlords miss? They will. Hoshi also trades the other hidden player, but I think only a singular miss. HG still... Actually, no, HG dropped as well at the same time.
Yeah, they both misses on the...
multiplier.
They both misses on that mono finish into the finisher there. It's a DD. Everyone misread that as a K on the KD on that session, and that's what caused both Duo Sushi and XG Gaming finding misses there. Now it's only Axar if some sort of combos and a recovery from Hoshi. If he did not throws in that session, I do believe THG is going to be taking this one. Another rough sessions on finishers, and we do see Duo Sushi finding another miss.
That's going to, well, there is still time. If Axarite finds a miss, maybe, but there's another miss from Sushi, which really puts down their chances. Now the lead has jumped out significantly to 50k score and growing even more. Axarite showing no signs of missing whatsoever, but no, there's a miss from Axarite. If Hoshi finds a miss, oh, it's going to be miss from Hoshi. Oh my god. It actually might flip over at the very end to the Rhythm Underlords. Will the... No, Sushi finds a miss though. I don't know if there's enough time. HG Gaming doing their absolute best after that miss. But is there going to be enough time?
There is still enough time. HG Gaming is trying his best to bring it back. You do see the score lead going down by so small. They cannot drop any 100s. Hoshi drops two more. No, they don't. It's so close.
It's not enough.
It's
wow.
About 100s. It's all about 100s and the ending. But the misread from the finishers on this map really causes Rhythm Thunderlord on this map. And despite a huge misses from both Axarite and Hoshi in some sessions, it's not enough for Rhythm Thunderlord to take it back. And that's going to be a pick workout well on THG, which... Honestly, on paper, I do believe Rhythm Thunderlords would have taken that, but the misread from the finishers really causes Duo Sushi on this map, and we do see him dropping a lot of misses when there's like the DKD finishers, especially Duo Sushi missing, just did not hit the second chain of finishers when you see that, and that's going to be 3-0 in favor of THG.
That one miss from HG Gaming basically spelling disaster for the Thunderlords here, which I somehow, speaking of misreading, have been pronouncing as the Underlords the entire time. I'm really not sure how. I guess my brain is just not completely turned on. My eyes are not working. But yes, the Thunderlords, which I will now call correctly, unfortunately just not able to quite get there. It was so close, only 7k score. HG Gaming saying the sight read was the issue, which is unfortunate. Still a very impressive score, though, for sure. I mean, a singular miss on Hidden Hard Rock sight read is very, very... it's very applaudable, but unfortunately, just that singular miss, if he held the FC through, even with not the best AC, they would have taken it by a pretty nice margin.
It's a type of situation that he can rate the map, but when I pull the map, I know the finisher is gonna chop up players, usually when players playing the map, they are used to playing A to D finishers, but that map did not happen. It had some D to D finishers, and that, like, you have a mindset of that, oh, you see a finisher right before, like a Dawn finisher right before the first, not right before the Dawn finisher, you just instantly think that, oh, it's gonna be a Cats, so it's gonna be comfortable, but no, that map is not that comfortable. It's not that comfortable to read instantly, and we do see a lot of misses from those sessions, especially everyone just finding misses on that. So now, Rhythm Thunderlords thinking of their another pick into the situations that they were sight reading, so they possibly also don't know what picks they want to go for, and that's not looking too hot for them. But I do believe they still have some nice maps back up their sleeves, such as Double Time 1, which HG Gaming can definitely, once again, one man destroy the other team in a map like that, bringing high accuracy rewarded map.
Yep, absolutely. Going to be a difficult pick here, honestly, for the Thunderlords. I mean, they really, really need to consider their choice carefully. Being down 3-0 is really not the best position. It's going to be No Mod 1, which is another consistency battle, which is an interesting pick from them. Maybe they just feel like finally they can kind of break those unfortunate battles of accuracy that have not quite gone their way with Iter here.
Yeah, I would say that's an expected pick from them. They don't know what's in the pool. What can I perform? Possibly perform and beat the other team. Just go for No Mod 1. If I'm them, I would definitely think of something like Double Time 1, but they probably don't know it's that map accuracy heavy such. So they're just gonna go for Iter, consistency type of map. Axelrite has a little bit of like a funny story in BTT, which he just bans every single No Mod 1. He hates playing No Mod 1, so now he's being forced to play one of them. And so we do see Taha switching in for Rhythm Thunderlords, so the first time seeing someone else that isn't Duo Sushi to play something. So that's a very interesting strategy there from Rhythm Thunderlords. And we'll see what THG gonna be responding.
And yeah, finally like, someone else topping in here.
Yeah, finally not the same 4 players. We're gonna see there's some KKD and DDK patterns in this map. I would say that's the hardest part to handle. However, Axelrite and HG Gaming definitely has the skill cap to handle. So it's all based on Hoshi and Taha, the second player, once again on this map.
Oh wow, already a few 100s there from both players on the Thunderlords, giving a slim but early lead to THG here. Hoshi and Axelrite actually also dropping, so I think the 100 count is pretty much even. Unfortunately, Taha finding a few more misses here, not able to, misses of accuracy, I should say, a few more 100s. Seeming to just maybe letting the nerves get to him a small amount. And HG Gaming, despite those early 100s, bringing the accuracy back now on par with Hoshi. And an early but still important accuracy lead for THG. Taha now finally getting that consistency in terms of accuracy back up. But drops another 100 there and traded by Axorite, however. So that lead is basically going to maintain around the 7k lead for THE. Only a quarter of the map through. Lots of things could happen, misses, etc. Usually a map like this generally is just another act battle for no mod consistency. HG Gaming with a very, very nice score so far, holding that highest accuracy in the lobby as they have done numerous times now before. Hoshi, however, was matching it until a little bit of a go. Axorite, however, and Hoshi still holding that higher rack overall as Taha not able to find their footing quite yet. As we're now about halfway through the map, and although the lead is small, it really doesn't seem to be moving at all. HG now finally getting up to that 99.9 range. Needs their teammate, however.
Yeah, it's basically, we do see Taha dropping a lot of like accuracy when there's like DTK combos, DTK patterning. So I would say it's definitely a skill cap from Thunderlords as in their second player. Everyone else in the lobby is just doing very comfortable. It's just your casual 100 drops, but with more density on the last sessions, we might see that favors THE even more at last. As we are in the calm session, it's the calm before the storm into the final session of the map.
Yeah, Taha really not having a good time here. Unfortunately, the only person not above 99 accuracy at around the halfway point of the 98 range, and the Thunderlords basically, they really need a miss here. I don't see any more accuracy drops that are going to significantly impact the lead of THE. Really just need to mess up on their general consistency and somehow find a miss.
Yeah, into the last
final KI section. We were going to say the same thing there, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Into the last part, we're going to see more KKD and DDK patterns here. It's all about these patterns with someone being skill cap on not hit these patterns. Everyone's doing comfortably, and the lead is slowly getting solid.
Yep, I think that's going to be it. Really nothing that the Thunderlords can do whatsoever. THE just holding too strong and consistent of accuracy. And despite HG's best effort with only a single 100, which is an absolutely ridiculous performance, not going to be enough as they finish off this this pick with yet another loss. Taha, unfortunately, just 25 100s, not enough. Sorry, too much. And spelling complete disaster now under the most amount of pressure they can really possibly be under. 4-0 down, match point for THE.
Not even just that, I do believe THE, knowing the other team is sight reading, they can just pick something like number 4 right out of the gate and instantly pick it, like just make the other team drops due to did not practice and hit the one. Okay, your map, it's your map, Michael.
Let's go, let's go. Incredibly based. A great map that I did not have to see. My cope is that I played at 3 AM, but I probably should have. In any case, this map is very fun. It's pretty difficult. There are a lot of points where you can mess it up and also drop a lot of 100s. Some very funky rhythms in this map, but once you are able to practice it a few times, you can kind of get how everything goes. So let's see, have these players put in enough practice or not? I know HG said that they were doing some sight reading, so possibly not.
Yeah, Duo Sushi is gonna be forced to be back on the picks like this as they are the main second hidden player for this team. On the other side, Axorite and Hoshi is very comfortable at maps like this. This map requires a lot of practice, like you said, like this map has a lot of offbeats and such. It's really easy to mess up players' rhythm, especially the first time he's playing the map.
Yeah, absolutely. Might see quite a lot of act drop here. Honestly, a very good pick that I would say from THE here. They perform nicely on Hidden 2, so I think Hidden 1 is a good avenue for them to go down and see how the performance turns out. Obviously, no one hoping for a sweep here, but right now it's almost looking inevitable. However, only time will tell. Sushi back in after that brief hiatus from that No More Bum pick there. Coming back from Hidden already, dropping a few 100s. However, THE actually dropping a lot more, and there's a miss from Sushi, but however, it's actually traded by Hoshi, and yet again we have Axorite and HG, who have been the kind of key players for both teams. However, Axorite dropping a lot more accuracy so far, and despite HG seeming to have maybe sight read some of these maps, has a very strong hold on this one, having a really, really nice accuracy so far, only dropping, I think, a single 100 at the start there. Yet another miss, however, from Sushi is going to dim that performance as the lead swaps over to THE. And there's another miss from Sushi, really struggling.
That DD doublets there, call up Duo Sushi, and already a huge lead giving to THE. Another misses from Duo Sushi, that's a huge lead. Yes, THE is going to be slowly building up a giant lead from this. They do have an entire miss advantage, and this situation, XG Game is doing his best, but it's not enough. Into the final KI session, can Witham Thunderlords take a point? It's all based on how Duo Sushi is handling this map, and THE they miss on this map, but they are not giving any chances to Witham Thunderlords as Duo Sushi missing more and more, and that's looking like a sweep on the underclass, the lower seeded teams. Axorite being one of the top 6 players and the BTT and BTTX of this year, proves that they still have a very, very strong team. And with that, the final misses from Duo Sushi is gonna be a nail in the coffin. 400 from HG Gaming. It's not going to matter. 5-0 in favor of THE.
Yep, what an absolutely dominant performance from THE. Despite Thunderlords, I'm pretty sure missing one of their key players and not under the best circumstances, that does not negate at all these exceptional performances here from THE. Really strong showing from Axorite as well in basically all of these maps. Getting that FC on Hidden 1, which is a really difficult map. HG Gaming, of course, being the star player of the match, just unfortunately not able to do anything with Sushi finding so much trouble on that Hidden 1 map. An incredible score from HG. Just not going to be enough, and there we go, it's going to be a sweep. Yeah, and as you said, the underdogs moving through into the winners bracket quarterfinals, definitely feeling good about themselves right now.
Yeah, I would just say it's I would just say I do believe the Witham Thunderlords are definitely having quite an unfortunate situation there. Kind of underperformed in this match. Definitely, especially I would say both players from that team are usually extremely good at Hidden, and having a situation like this, especially I do believe some of the players are not feeling too well after seeing some of those performances. It hurts in the situation, but thankfully they do have a loser bracket one that they can still keep.
Yeah.
So it's not over just yet. And
I was going to say, I think.
Right.
Sorry, you continue. You continue.
Yeah, I was gonna say THE is gonna be moving forward in the quarterfinals. It's going to be replacing the 3rd seed and facing the 6th seeded next round in the tournament. So it's gonna be another huge battle for them. But they can upset the 3rd seed. Maybe they can upset the 6th seed team of this tournament. We're gonna be finding out next week on next week's pool. Yeah, Maito, what were you saying a second ago?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they're going to have a very, very strong run in the losers bracket. They are a really good team. Of course, they seeded 3rd. We all know that. Just not the greatest circumstance for this match, unfortunately. But that will not matter. They have that second chance as always, and they're going to go down and face, I believe, the LoL Tycho team. I think that is. Wait, is it? Oh, is it going to be? Wait, no, it's going to be. Pussy.
The cat team.
Yeah? Wait,
the cat team.
Yeah, no, it's the. Yeah, that's the one. The cat team. Let's just call them that. Let's just call them that. Let's call them that.
The cat team, because
the cat team.
Twitch doesn't really like their team names, so we're just gonna call you guys a bad team.
True.
Cat team.
I can't read. Yeah. PP. The PP team.
The PP team. But yeah, that's going to be this match done. The next match is going to be happening in an hour, which both matches are going to happening at the same time. Worst Hidden Team versus the Trollers of Italy, and Kanosha versus the Free Agents Team 2 in the loser bracket. Both teams are in the loser bracket.
What you mean?
I don't think we will have another stream, right? But we'll see.
Okay. Wait, isn't there another match in 5 minutes?
Yeah, there's a match in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So it's gonna be those two. It's gonna be those two battling against each other on Worst Hidden Team versus the Trollers of Italy, and Kanosha versus Free Agents Team 2. And that's going to be all from us. Thanks for casting, Maito.
Absolutely, my pleasure. It's great to be back casting. It was awesome to finally cast Taiko again. I'm a big fan of this game mode, and yeah, good luck to the rest of the teams for this round. And thank you for joining me as well, Yunjin. I appreciate it.
You are welcome. And also thanks for Taikomon for streaming. But that's going to be all from us. Hope you guys have a good day, and see you guys in 5 minutes or tomorrow. We don't know when we have stream, so yeah.
For the showcase. Goodbye.